Good.
Well, talk about. I guess this is one of those games where a lot of little things matter, and it's. Would you be expecting a 1-1 game like this?
I mean, it's a in-state rivalry. It's always going to be a dogfight. Had a good crowd. Juice is flowing a little bit. I know it's going to be a tight one. It's always a good game against Mountaineers.
What's this show about this team? Because you've beaten a few top 25 teams. You hung with this one. This team's always seems to be treading in the right direction as we head towards. It's going to be May real soon.
I mean, we're gritty. I mean, we fight. Wear pitches, fight. We made a lot of good plays tonight. Pitchers pitched well. I mean, they stole home. It's tough, but I mean, just got to shower this one off and get ready for Coastal coming up. Another top 25 team.
You had your first 2 collegiate hits tonight. What does it mean for you to get them in your home state against the in-state rival?
That's awesome. A lot of my family was here tonight, which is pretty cool. And got a couple friends on that team too, so it was cool. It was a cool moment, but yeah, it was awesome, especially with my family all here.
Well, if you just want to start with an opening statement.
Yeah, it's obviously it's a tough loss. I thought our guys played their tails off tonight, and we had ourselves in position early in the game. We pitched and made pitches when we needed to, and got some big hits when we needed to, and we lost some of those opportunities down the stretch. And that's a really good ball club, and they're 31-4 for a reason. They do a lot of things right. They pitched the ball well, play good defense, and they got some bats in that lineup, and they got speed. And at the end of the day, the speed's what the guy went second to third on a strikeout, and that wasn't a misplay on our part or any. That's just speed plays, and we lost a little bit of focus there on the mound. We were locked in on making a pitch and didn't track the base runner on that steal of home, but that's the difference right now, and that's where they're at. And where we need to get is they were playing to win 100%. You don't steal home if you're not playing to win. Like that's not a hold your cards play. That's a put your cards on the table play. And we need to do a better job. Our program needs to do a better job of taking these opportunities as opportunities and not as pressure, and stay in win mode and not fear of losing mode.
Then just looking at this game, you've beat multiple top 25 teams season, then you're able to keep up with West Virginia tonight. How have you just now seen this team be able to grow and be able to stay in those games since day one at Marshall?
Well, our program's grown immensely in the 2 years that I've been here. Our culture has grown a lot. We didn't expect to play with them tonight. We expected to win tonight's game, and we're that close. And that's what I'm trying to get our guys to understand. And when you lose tough games, they're hard. These guys work hard and spend a lot of time here, and so losing's never fun. But what we need to understand is how close we are. Of our 19 losses, I think more than 10 of them are by 1 run. So we're close. We're really close. We got to find a way to flip the switch. And put ourselves in opportunity mode, and an opportunity to make a difference, opportunity to win a game and play to win, and we'll find a way to win those 1-run games a little more often than we have.
How about Gardner with a couple of hits tonight?
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for Joel, and Havrilla was a little banged up, needed a day off, and Joel came in and took advantage of it. I think that's a great lesson for all of our guys. Joel got his opportunity and went out and played and went out and attacked that opportunity. And our guys that are playing every day need to keep doing that. Joel Gardner's putting a lot of pressure on me right now. I got to figure out how to, what to do here with our lineup and with him. And, loved how he played tonight.
How is it just to have that type of depth, just when one guy's banged up, and just having those guys be able to step up when needed?
Well, I think that's probably the biggest growth of our program. Marshall's always had good players. There's been good players. We haven't had the depth that we need. And when we as we started putting this team together, my coaching staff and I, for this year, this is really the first year that we've been able to build a team this season. Depth on the pitching mound was number one priority, and I think we did that. And you saw tonight we ran out of a bunch of guys in a really big game, and our first 5 innings were all from freshmen, and they pitched the ball pretty well. And We had an error behind Peyton Jackson in that second inning, and he gives up a big double. Really good swing. You know, that guy's a good hitter. You know, Hussey's a good player, and but I thought, you know, that depth of our pitching staff showed tonight, and those young guys are growing. What a great opportunity for them to grow as players in this environment against our in-state rival with a great crowd here, and I thought they handled it very well.
On the flip side of that, you can't leave the bases loaded twice. That was right. So.
Yeah, you know, and again, that's can we get that hit when we need to? We were set up, you know, we were set up at times, and you know, a couple of those times we did get hits, and a couple of them we missed, and that's baseball. But that's exactly what I'm talking about when we get in the batter's box in that situation. Is it a pressure situation or is it an opportunity situation? And that's the flip that I need our guys to get into. Is this isn't a pressure situation. This is an opportunity to make a difference for your ball club.